personal trainer and yoga teacher with PureLife Organics. Welcome back to my living room with the pups. This is Tucker. Today I wanted to show you some basic moves, basic yoga moves that you can incorporate if you're feeling a little anxious, if your energy is kind of high vibrational and it's not feeling supportive, and you're just feeling like you can't quite pull in your emotions and things are just really stressing you out. So what those are going to look like are going to be really grounding, right? So connecting to the earth, connecting to what's beneath us, and then also a lot of coming in and turning into ourselves and like coming into that protective space. Yeah, so we're going to start in a mountain pose, which is simply standing up. You can stand anywhere, top of your mat, middle of your mat. And I want you to be really mindful about your foot placement. So taking a look down at your feet, and if it's possible for you to lift up your toes, spread them out, and then be really purposeful about where you place them down. Yeah? And then just feel what that feels like to find the earth beneath your feet. And then just sit in that for a moment and notice where your weight lies. If it's maybe more in the front of your feet, or maybe in the heels, and just see if you can balance that out. So with your mountain pose, I'll have you close your eyes if your balance is all right. Then draw your shoulders up towards your ears, draw them back, and then lower them. Let the palms of your hands rest somewhere halfway between forward and in towards your thighs. Knees are slightly soft. And just feel the rooting, feel the connection from floor, earth, to your feet. And what I would love for you to do is to stay in mountain pose for 10 full breaths, which we're not going to do here. So when you've completed your mountain pose, we're going to bring ourselves to the top of the mat. Rooting the feet in again, we'll take an inhale, sweep the hands high. And as we exhale, bend the knees and hinge forward at the hips and just land in a forward fold. So from here, you want your belly kind of resting on your thighs. Knees are bent, arms are just draping down. The chin is tucked. There's no tension anywhere. Your arms are just falling out of the shoulder sockets. Your head is heavy. Your eyes perhaps closed. And maybe you're finding a gentle sway in the body. Big breath. And we're still working on the connection of feet into the earth. We're just allowing our heart to fold in and be protected by our body. And again, I would love for you to stay here and breathe fully for 10 breaths. Now again, we're not going to do that in this video, but that's where I would love for you to be. Now what we'll do is take an inhale and lengthen out your spine. As we exhale, we'll plant our hands and step back into a high plank position just for a moment here. Take a big breath in, and on our exhale, we're going to lower all the way to the floor. Now resting your forehead on the earth, extending your arms overhead, palms to the mat. Now here, what we've done is we've grounded our whole front body. So we've got our palms, our arms, our forehead, our heart, our belly, our pelvis, our thighs, shins, and the tops of our feet rooting into your mat. And then again, what I would love is for you to stay here and release all of your body weight into the floor and breathe for 10 breaths. And then when that's complete, we'll draw the hands back in towards the chest, press them right down beside your armpits. Pressing down through the front of your thighs and your feet, we'll inhale and peel the chest. Finding a cobra, let the shoulders draw back away from your ears. And now draw your belly button and core muscles up and in towards your spine. Staying for about 5 breaths here. And we'll release, and we'll send ourselves up. Tabletop position, and then we'll find a child's pose. So sending your hips over your heels, letting the forehead fall towards the earth. And the arms extend forward if that's comfortable. And if that's not comfortable, you're welcome to stack your forearms and rest your forehead on your hands. Now let your knees be as wide as is comfortable for you. And again, feeling the connection of what is on the earth. If it's your palms, feel the mat, feel the ground beneath your palms. Feeling your shins and your knees, maybe your forehead, and just sink your weight, release, and breathe for 10. And then when you've completed those 10 breaths, we'll come back up through a tabletop and we'll find a downward facing dog. So we're sending our hips back towards the wall behind us, pressing our hands down and away as we lengthen our whole back body, relaxing our shoulders and our neck. We'll just stay here for 5 breaths. And then we'll finish with some powering lunges. So let's inhale and sweep our right leg high. And as we exhale, we'll draw that leg all the way through, and plant the right foot down. Now when you feel balanced and spread out through your right foot, we'll rise the torso. Hands can come to the hips, or if you feel okay, you can extend them up and overhead. Now let's sink a little deeper into our lunge. Now, rooting from the right foot down, and then from the left toes, power yourself up as if you're a sprinter. You're coming high up onto that back foot. Soften your shoulders and feel the strength and stability of your body holding you. And breathe. We'll stay here for 10 breaths. And then to change sides, we'll simply move through a downward facing dog. We'll sweep the other leg high. And we'll repeat on the second side before we close out our practice. Finding your position, rooting into the feet. Arms can lift if you'd like. Finding your balance, finding your roots, and finding your breath. And when you've completed your 10 breaths, we'll simply bring the hands down. Step the leg back. We're going to actually end on a belly shavasana. So taking yourself right back to the floor. Forehead down, arms extended. Release your body weight. Release everything. Just breathe. And you're welcome to stay in your belly shavasana for as long as you need. Sometimes it feels really nice to stay there for just a little bit longer. I wish you grounding. I wish you a beautiful day, and I'll see you next time.